Hello, potato. It's about that time of the afternoon where I start to feel a little drowsy, and I can't take a nap, so I need to have myself a coffee break. And today we have not one, but two caffeinated coffee beverages, or at least I hope caffeinated, coffee beverages to try. And I think these both fall firmly in the category of things no one asked for, but here they are all the same. From Hostess, of all people, we have the Hostess Twinkies Iced Latte, but I said there was two. There's more than one. There's another. There's Hostess Ding Dongs Iced Latte. Now, I've been trying not to shake this one up too much in moving it because I want you to see that layer of chocolate in the bottom there, which sets it apart from our Twinkie counterpart. Because I think once I shake it up, I think that the colors are going to be so similar. I mean, it's a little darker now. It could just be the lighting in here, though. But I think that they're going to look, well, let's find out. I think once we shake that up, it is going to look just the slightest bit darker. You're not going to necessarily know that that's, going to be extra chocolatey. You have the information on the back here? Like, who has inflicted this upon us? I mean, because Hostess obviously hasn't. This is from the Horseshoe Beverage Company in Neenah, Wisconsin. Okay. Brewed coffee, skim milk, sugar, I can speak, sugar, cream, maltodextrin, natural artificial flavor, potassium phosphate, pectin, and sodium citrate, contains milk. Well, being a latte, I would sort of expect that to be the case. And over here on our Ding Dong, which should be a little different, brewed coffee, skim milk, sugar, cream, maltodextrin, potassium phosphate, natural artificial flavor, cocoa. Well, there's our difference. We got some cocoa in here. So I guess this will be more of a mocha one. And this will be, will it be flavored like normal, like original Twinkies? Because original Twinkies, as I recall, not from ever having had any, I'm not that old, but as I recall, when Twinkies first came out, they were like banana flavored. And I'm assuming these aren't going to be flavored of banana. That would be very weird. But they come in bottles that are very reminiscent, to me at least, of the old Starbucks Frappuccino bottled beverages. Which, I say old, they're probably still available. I just haven't bought them in a long time. I will say I never found them to be particularly similar to actual, like, Starbucks Sugar Bomb Frappuccinos. So, yeah, I'm not quite sure what to expect. I'm guessing, I'm wondering if they will actually taste of Twinkies and Ding Dongs, or if it's just like to get idiots like me who will try weird combinations of flavors to actually try, and it'll just be like exactly like a Starbucks bottled Frappuccino drink. Don't love this seal here. So there we go. Now it's off. We've shook them up. It does say to shake well, so. All right, I've shaken well. And let's crack open our Twinkie and pour ourselves a nice glass of that. And then we'll crack open our Ding Dongs. Nice little hiss there, nice little pop. Pour ourselves a nice little measure of that. And yeah, I suppose it is noticeably darker than the Twinkie one. Also, like little specks of, maybe that's supposed to be like the frosting inside. I mean, these were not refrigerated in the store, and I don't think they need to be until you open them. Shake well, serve chilled or over ice, refrigerate after opening, and drink by the best by date, which is completely illegible. Oh no, April of next year, it looks like. I guess same over here. December of this year. So this one, the one that goes off first is the one that doesn't have little white specks of stuff floating in it. I'm going to guess that's intentional. I think that's maybe it's supposed to be like the frosting in the middle of the Ding Dong. I don't know. I guess we'll find out in a second when I drink it if it's putrid. So yeah, it is noticeably darker. We do have these little, I don't know if you can see it, the camera picks them up. There's like little white specks in there. Not like curdled chunks like in the milkshake, but little specks that I'm not happy to see. All right, let's give them a sniff. It does kind of smell like a cheap baked good. I'm impressed. It doesn't really smell of coffee at all, actually. Hold on. All right, a little bit of coffee, but it does smell like, it smells like a Twinkie. I'm impressed by that. I don't necessarily know if I'm impressed in a way that makes me want to drink it, but I'm impressed that it smells like that. Yeah, I'm going to say it smells like, again, it doesn't really smell so much of coffee, but it does smell like a Ding Dong. I always worry on these things when I'm like trying to get flavors and scents that I'm just like, it's suggestibility. Like, you know, it smells like a Twinkie because I'm looking at a picture of a Twinkie as I'm smelling it. But I do think, like, if you gave these to me blind without me knowing that they're Hostess coffee drinks, I would probably guess they're coffee mostly because of the color. I feel like I would be able to tell, not necessarily Twinkie and Ding Dong, but that this smells like a baked cake. Like a cheap baked cake, not like something, you know, nice from a bakery, but something from like Hostess or Little Debbie's. And this does smell chocolate. I don't know if I get the Ding Dong. And it does kind of have that baked good smell though. So maybe, I don't know if I'd get Twinkie and Ding Dong, but I do feel like I would get that these are like cake flavored. All right, but let's see. They smell of cake. Do they taste of cake? Down the hatch. Well, it's definitely quite sweet. Well, how much caffeine is it? Does it say? It doesn't say how much caffeine's in them. That's unfortunate. I'm getting almost like a vanilla. To me, that kind of tastes like a vanilla latte. Not strong on the coffee flavor. That's actually probably the biggest disappointment of it. If it's not, despite coffee being like the first ingredient, yeah, the coffee flavor is not strong enough for me. I mean, I don't think this is meant for people who really want a strong coffee flavor. This is meant for people who want a sugar bomb, which is why it is, how many calories? 290 calories for one bottle. Well, at least it's for one bottle, not for half a bottle. How bad are Ding Dong? Ding Dong has the chocolate in it too, 300 calories. So you get an extra 10 calories there for getting your chocolate. But yeah, I'm gonna say kind of like a vanilla, like a very vanilla, very light on the coffee vanilla latte. It's fine. It's very, very sweet. It's sweeter than I would like. I mean, I expected it to be sweet. It's got Twinkie on the label. But if I had my druthers, if I was making a drink just for Void, it would not be anywhere near that sweet. All right, let's try our Ding Dong one. Little specks disregarded. Doesn't smell bad, so. I can definitely taste the chocolate in that one, which I think complements the coffee a little better. It's still not coffee flavored enough for me. Your mileage may vary, but the cocoa does, I think, tamp down a little bit of that sweetness. I think there's probably not a lot of ingredient difference between the two of them, other than this having the extra cocoa in it. I will say I think that tastes more like a Ding Dong than that tastes like a Twinkie. But they're, neither of them are things that I would personally, like, pick up again. That's the thing. This is a thing that I think exists mostly for idiots like me to try and then never look at again. And that's where I think these both end up for me. They're not bad. They are very sweet. Like not like teeth aching sweet or anything, but definitely sweeter than I like my coffee to be. Even my mochas I do prefer to be a little bit on the more of the dark chocolate side than the sugar bomb side of the flavor spectrum. But if you like your coffee sugar bombs, then these are very real, legitimate options for you. I wish I knew how much caffeine was in them. I am very disappointed that there's no reference to how much caffeine is in them. That's Because, I mean, you know, the important thing is not just a sugar rush. I mean, yeah, I'm going to get a sugar rush off this. I'm sure there's a ton of sugar in both of these. Of course, you don't really get that. Well, total sugar, 46 grams of total sugar in this. I guess a little bit higher in this one. 48 grams, yeah. So you're definitely getting like a sugar buzz off of these. But sugar buzzes come and go pretty quickly. And I need to know, is it going to have that caffeine that I need to get me through the rest of the afternoon? And that, unfortunately, is going to be inconclusive because I've already had coffee today. So I can't do one of the things where I can come back in an hour and tell you how it worked. But it doesn't taste coffee enough for me personally. I don't hate it. If this was the only thing in the fridge to drink and, you know, there were no tea bags, no coffee available, I would drink it. It's certainly not something I'm going to go toss down the drain. That's happened before. This is nowhere near that category, but it's sweeter than I personally care for. They're both perfectly pleasant to me. I very much get a vanilla flavor from this and a chocolate from this. They're both perfectly pleasant, but for me, just, again, I want more of a coffee flavor in my coffee. But yeah, it's a thing I tried. I've tried it now, and now I can move on to try other things. And now you can move on to another video. Hopefully one of my videos. Maybe one of my videos? Probably not one of my videos. But we will all move on with our lives, and I will wrap this up by saying thank you for watching. I do hope you found it at all interesting and entertaining. If you did, give it a like, subscribe to the channel, and I will see you in the next video.